Yo guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm doing a Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 light spoiler review. So if you wanted to get a good idea of this season before you watch it, this video is right for you. Maybe you want to go in blind, then I absolutely suggest you watch Season 1 now. Or maybe you've watched Season 1 and want to hear another opinion on it. So I wanted to start by talking about the reviews of Season 1, just to get an idea of what other people think about this season. So these were the results on IMDb. Episode 1, Pilot, got 7.5. Episode 2, So Close Yet So Far, 7.6. Episode 3, The Dog, 7.7. Episode 4, Not Fade Away, 7.2. Episode 5, Cobalt, 7.5. And Episode 6, The Good Man, 8.3. So I absolutely think that the reviews for this season are very good, with no bad episodes, and a really, really good finale. Season 1, Episode 6 is, even with seven seasons, one of the highest rated episodes of the whole show. So, for characters, I think that all the characters this season are good. It feels like we can understand what each character is like. For example, the Clarks. Madison is a caring mother with a troubled son, Nick, and a smart, witty daughter that has to rely on herself because Nick, he's a drug addict. Travis has to deal with looking after his two families. Daniel is a hairdresser that has some cryptic past, and the same goes for Strand. Strand has all this nice jewellery, a nice mansion, a boat, but where did he get them? And are they even his? Which leaves us wanting to know more about Strand. The acting performances are also fantastic, with every single actor playing the character very well. So, for pacing, Season 1 is a very slow-paced season, although personally I feel like it does work better for the season's favour, because Season 1 only has 6 episodes. It would feel pretty short if it had quick pacing, although because it feels longer, the season definitely feels long enough. I also think this works best in the season's favour, because in reality, the start of the apocalypse would feel very slow, confused, and scary, and dragged out. So, therefore, I feel like it helps us get more involved because we understand the frustrations of the characters. So, story, the big bulk. So, the story of Season 1 is good. However, this is probably where one of my only complaints of the season is. I do believe that the story moves on quickly from the start of the apocalypse. What we got was very good and a unique angle from the start, although I would have liked to have seen a bit more of the characters' lives before the public heard about the virus. It would have been cool seeing Travis juggle between Liza and Chris and the Clarks. It also would have been cool to see Madison and Alicia deal with Nick's problems. The mini time jump halfway through the season as well could have possibly been another episode exploring what happens when the military arrive. It would have been interesting. Though saying that, the story has some very powerful moments, and some of my favourite moments of the whole Walking Dead universe. For the villains, I think Season 1 has a good villain, the military. This throws our concepts of good and bad into the bin, because we've been led to believe that the military are good, and that they want to help. However, really, Season 1 shows the military to be cruel and violent. On the other hand, there isn't really a villain, which makes sense because it's very early into the apocalypse. No one has had a chance to become a villain. Another spin for the villain is knowledge. Not understanding about walkers is enough to cause people to die, which is ironic considering we learn that Alicia is very smart, but yet, because she doesn't know enough about walkers, she's considered weak, which is ironic. So, the last big bullet point, is innovation. Because Fear the Walking Dead is a spin-off, we need to add another section talking about what the show changes, like a reason to exist. Season 1 of Fear the Walking Dead is by far one of the most innovative seasons in the Walking Dead universe, based off what it shows. Season 1 of The Walking Dead did not show how the apocalypse started. We follow Rick Grimes waking up from a coma when everything had already fallen. However, Season 1 of Fear shows of how the start of the apocalypse felt for everybody else. And not only that, but the season is moved to a new place, LA, which makes the changes feel larger, because we have another angle of change. Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 also feels different to The Walking Dead, because it's different, and it knows that. The cinematography is also very different, further adding to the uniqueness. The title screen is amazing. When you hear that theme from Atticus Ross, you know you're in for an amazing episode. Finally guys, my conclusion. Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 is extremely underrated. It's a fantastic show of TV that you can enjoy, that develops questions asked by Walking Dead fans. The show is different and it knows it. And the further down we get, the more seasons. The show definitely finds a footing. But that's for them. I'd give Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 8.5 to 9 stars out of 10. It's a show with a couple of nicks that could be changed, but overall an amazing start to a show. That's all for now guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. in a bit.